Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Welcome to my new subscribers. I would just like to say hello, and I'm happy to see all of you. Today is February the 27th. It's Tuesday. It was a beautiful day here in the suburbs of Metro Atlanta, and I'm coming to you with a short message today on thinking big. I was in Atlanta today with a dear, lovely friend, and we were driving around, and I was just looking at Buckhead and looking at all the buildings and seeing how they have grown. That took vision. That took somebody making a decision years and years before we were even born to see a vision in a city and make it with the expressways and the big buildings and the planning, make it so that future generations will be able to see the work that they put into laying a foundation for us. And so that takes me right into my topic today, the magic of thinking big, and how with one idea, you can take a little idea and grow it into something big. And that's what I want you to think about when I'm asking you to create your own gardens or make your own food, because the food that they are processing for the general public is full of pesticides, preservatives, hazardous materials, not all of it, but a lot of it. So we seek to do organic food, especially the live foods that we eat, like the greens, and the gardening that we're doing is just to make our food palatable and good for our bodies. So, in the magic of thinking big, this was written by a Georgia State University professor many years ago. He's telling us to take a small idea and to keep working at it, keep doing it until you get the success that you want. He talks about believing you can succeed and you will, cure yourself of the fear of failure, build confidence, and destroy fear. Fear is the enemy. Think and dream creatively, learn how to think positively, turn defeat into victory, write out your goals. Some people have a vision board. Take those goals to help you grow. For example, I wrote a vision just the other day to plan your garden. And so here's my vision for what I want to see out in my garden. I am planning to do watermelons at the top. And this is a big thing for me. I hope I don't fail, but guess what? I'm going to try. I'm going to take the little seeds that we planted on February 5th that are reaching out now out of their pot and seeking the sun. I'm going to plant these in the garden. Those little seeds will produce beautiful watermelons, and I believe they will because I'm putting things in the ground to nurture that environment. So, all of us have to take some idea, put it somewhere, write it down, just like this all the time, and think big. And that's what this book is about, which will help you, or just say your prayers, affirm and ask, and you will just not believe it. It will go beyond magic to miracles to blessings. So as you get out and plant, think about the future. Will I be here to see the apple trees that I'm planting grow to maturity? I doubt it, but maybe I will live to be 100. You never know. It doesn't take that long, I know. But what I'm saying to you is plant a garden, see it come alive in the summer, harvest, and then even preserve. Like I have some preserves here that I made in 22 from a pear tree that I planted 5 years ago. And that pear tree was so abundant, I was able to invite several friends over to harvest from that one pear tree that's out in my front yard. I had potatoes, and though we are not supposed to do it with the skins on, I harvested my potatoes and preserved my potatoes. I have butter, and this recipe I picked up from Homestead Heart. and I'm preserving it. And her butter lasted her 5 years. I'm not saying to do it now, but I'm saying I kept studying and working on it and wanting the food that I consume to be the best food I could put into my body, free of all of those things. And as we're talking about the garden, look at some of the books that are out there. You know, I love books. I have a Kindle, but I really love books too. And this one is 100 Foods to Stay Young. It has a lot of information in there on not just the food, but how we can process the food. We can make a kiwi smoothie. And I love kiwis. Have you ever had a kiwi smoothie before? Or take purple grapes. We see those all the time. Make a grape salad. Make grape juice. Yum. Or we can look at other things that we've never eaten before, like currants. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And just try some other foods. You don't have to do all 100. And we're not trying to stay young so we know we're not going to get old. We're going to get old, but we're going to get old doing the best we can, kicking and moving as high as we can. Take, for example, now we can put radishes in the ground. We could put our beets in the ground, our potatoes in the ground soon, and watch them grow and see the difference in all that you don't eat. You can preserve all those you don't want to preserve. You can give away or provide a community like the lovely Amy. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about. I started thinking just we need to think big. And if something happens to us and we get down or things don't go our way, just pick yourself up, especially if you have all five of your senses. If you can see, taste, hear, touch, and smell, you are working on 100%. Okay? I don't care what they say. If you can get up and move, you will feel better. Now, that's my pep talk for today. That was what I had to say. And coming up, I am on hopefully, when I put this video up tonight, this will be 49. And when I get about 50 videos or so, let's see if I can do a live, the magic of thinking big. Okay. I love my 167 subscribers. I know you all aren't on here every day, all the time, but I love you and I appreciate that you subscribe. And though one day I may get a bigger number, I will never, ever, ever forget who brought me up, okay? Who set those first numbers in there. Number 31, I saw your post to me. Yeah, number 122, I saw that too. Okay? I see you and I appreciate the young lady who moved me into her channel and gave a shout out to me or mentioned to me. I saw the lady from Oklahoma. She says she's 74 years old thinking about raised beds. Did I inspire her? I hope I did. I don't know if I'm doing everything right, but I know I care 100%. I care that we're eating the right foods, that we're moving along, that we're thriving as boomers and as Gen Zs and as millennials and anyone else looking at this channel. I care. And in my caring, I wanted to put the word out that we can still do whatever we want to do. Thankfully, we are able to have our senses to help us achieve great things. So pick up a book like this. I think you're going to enjoy it. And no matter what, we're going to grow and flourish, and you will see the results of all your efforts this late winter when you start putting things in the ground or in that one pot or two. Decorate that patio with a nice little fruit tree. And just go for it. Do all that you can do. Well, this video is going over. I kept saying 7:11, 7 minutes to 11 minutes. It'll be a little bit over, but no matter what, thank you again for being here. I hope these two books will inspire you to get out there and think big and eat foods that will keep you healthy and happy from the inside out. And my last thing to say to you is I can't wait for you to see my next interview with Kat, who owns a glass shop. It's called Dixie Glasshoppers up in Tucker, Georgia. She has a beautiful raised bed garden outside her business. She's growing food and she has a thriving, lovely business. You will love her. She's just dynamite. I can't wait to do that interview. And I'll be doing a lot of interviews, which will be key to my channel. Okay, it's really time to go. I'm getting on 11 minutes. Don't forget what I always say. I love you. And that is why I'm here. And I hope these 2 books will inspire you. Think big, think big, think big. Oh, please think big. And I'll see you the next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you. Come back.